There. Myself, Mrs. Swati Villikar. So, our unit which we are going to cover in these days is photochemistry, and the topic from this is origin of life with respect to that of photochemistry. There are various theories have been given for the origin of life, but here just focus on that. We have to give the origin of life with respect to that of photochemistry. What are the photochemical changes that are being happened which gave the birth to life? That is how the life is of photochemistry. Now, just remember that initially there was only sun. It is a saying that initially there was only sun was there, and it is having a high heat on itself, and in some days it gets cooled down, and as it gets cooled down it has exhausted some gases, and those gases gets combined in some way and they formed some complex gases, complex molecules, and which gave rise to the birth to some single animal, single cell animal, and from that single cell animal we all have been gets evolved. Now let's see this. The long before life evolved, at that time the atmosphere was of volcanic nature, consisting chiefly of methane, CO2, water vapors, and nitrogen. They are very short wavelength ultraviolet light from the sun dissociated these molecules into very reactive radicals. These methane, CO2, water vapors, and nitrogens, they absorb the UV radiations coming from the sun and they form the reactive radicals. Then a little ozone and oxygen was formed. But they were kept at low concentrations by the radicals. The knowledge of the sequence of events is necessary, speculative, but seems to be as follows. Now, what are the changes those occur in the next slide? So now here what happened? First, the free radicals combined to give the simple compounds, and further, these dissolved in C, and photoreaction formed the amino acids. The amino acids gives rise to the polymerization have occurred and colloidal metal were formed. And as we know, the proteins are the polypeptide chains, which is generated from the amino acids. And so the polymerization occurred and the colloidal matter was formed. After an immense period of time, primitive cell structure evolved from the colloids and engaged in anaerobic metabolism, that is the fermentation, reproducing themselves and consuming other molecules available. Pigments appeared leading to chlorophyll formation. Then a critical period was there and anaerobic photosynthesis produced the oxygen, so that fermentation was completely replaced by the oxidative respiration. These events must have happened in shallow water, which is 5 to 10 meter deep, when dangerous UV light was cut off and yet visible light could penetrate. The optical asymmetry of biological compounds perhaps suggest that one single cell at this stage was the parent of all future developments. A hazard still awaited for primitive life at this point, the oxygen formation to the photochemical production of ozone was lethal to organisms. Their existence in the depth of sea must have been very important. However, with oxidative respiration, cells feed and multiplied rapidly until a high atmospheric concentration of oxygen was reached. Ozone formation was now confined to the upper atmosphere, and its formation requires the very short wavelengths absorbed by oxygen, but its photodecomposition is caused by longer wave ultraviolet radiations capable of damaging the proteins. So the ozone layer, by absorbing radiation of wavelengths which are less than that of 300 nanometer, this is the nanometer, acting as a safety screen for existence of life on the earth, and therefore our concern about the possible effect of pollutants such as the exhaust from supersonic aircraft, which can disturb the ozone concentration in the upper atmosphere, is very pertinent. Nearer the ground, the photochemical reactions between the combustion products of motor vehicles Oxides of nitrogen, sulfur, aerosol, vapors, etc. present hazards to the living system. So this is all about the origin of life, where we have seen initially there were the CO2, methane, water vapors and nitrogen was initially in the atmosphere. It absorbed the radiation, ultraviolet radiation coming from the sun, and it formed the radicals which gave rise to the simple molecules, and those simple molecules then formed the amino acids, and then amino acids undergone the polypeptide chains, generated some pigments, and from that pigments then the first primitive structure has been evolved, and from that primitive structure all we have been evolved. So this is the origin of life which occurred through the radical formation. So this is the main theme which you have to take with regard to that of the photochemistry. But after this, they have shown that when in case of oxygen, ozone is being formed with that, because the radical of oxygen when they are being going to combine at that time O2 plus O radical forms ozone, plus again oxygen is being generated, that the concentration of ozone is being higher initially, so the ozone layer gets transferred to some higher atmospheric layer, but because of the exhaust of which are coming from different supersonic crafts or the you can say the vehicles, they are disturbing the nature very effectively. So we have to protect our atmosphere by using the less amount of pollutants. So perform your role in best way to protect our atmosphere. Thanks for watching.